Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to our summer baseball season as the Wilmette Waves take on the Palatine Pirates in Connie Mack baseball. Glad to have you with us, and let's get our summer season underway. Kind of a cloudy, cool day for a June day, and got the wind blowing off the lake, keeping temperatures down around 60 degrees. Kind of unusual for this time of year. Foul ball. We don't have any umpires yet. Traffic is relatively bad. Mike Gallo leading it off. And a soft little liner. Shortstop asking for the out. One up, one down. We're actually letting the players call the balls and strikes here. Got an interesting. Clay Sazinski, the batter. And he sends a fly ball. Left fielder over. And 2 up, 2 down. Here's Ryan Ackrey. The Waves, the summer New Trier team, all players from New Trier. Palatine, I think they use both Palatine and Palatine Friend. Soft little pop-up back behind second taken. And a quick 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. And we go to the bottom half of the frame. And Chris McCahan leading it off. Facing Ben Breck. Outside a ball. Second a bit strike. Andrew Breitenbach on deck. The lefty delivers. Little foul tip. Ben has been on a pitching tear. Ground ball to first for the out. One away. Breitenbach. Since May 6th. He has been striking out players at better than 2 an inning clip. Swinging a bit straight. They have redone this ball field. Strike 3. And Breitenbach. Strikeout. Here's Trace Holloway. They've redone this field. The field pitch low ball. Used to be a wholly chain link fence. A lot of gaps in it and whatever. And they have completely redone it, sort of like the Evanston. And they put in a brick wall and the netting rather than a chain link fence. And we got to shoot through the netting, and with a 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing, tough to hold the camera steady. Strike 3. Both teams go quietly the first. The end of 1. No score between Wilmette and Palatine. We'll be back. The Metro Chicago Sports Network. Follow us on Facebook. Like us. there, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Teenagers who drink are 50% more likely to have substance abuse issues, including binge drinking and all the others, later in life if they start drinking early. And the earlier they drink, more likely they are to have serious substance abuse and alcohol issues later in life. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. You're watching Connie Mack Baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the second inning. And no score in this one. This is a wooden bat league, so that has something to do with it. Jake Reynolds, the batter. Oh, windy day, and our camera's going to bounce around a little bit here. Trying to shoot through the netting, hold the camera steady. At the same time, the wind keeps on blowing into the netting and keep the camera moving. Fly ball, left fielder runs in, but it's going to be the shortstop taking it. Short left field for the out, one out. Here's Will McNulty playing second base today. Wilmette batting 10 actually today. High bounder and shortstop the first in time. Two-way. And Mike Hurley in the batter. And a pitch low ball. They lock in low, so we're going to be strike. Grade A. Threat of rain, and a considerable threat of rain. By the time, this is a doubleheader, by the time we get to that second game. Swing and a miss, strike. We should get this first one in, though. That's that wind blowing us around a little bit. Right back up the middle, a base hit. A single for Hurley. And with two out, he's aboard. Here's Brett Segvich. And pitch high, tied a ball. So Brett Segvich bats. And high outside. They look over. And the pitch on the way. Dropped in late, a ball. Again, throw to first. Early back in time. And line shot, broken bat, right back, and 3 away. No runs, a hit, and a man left to go to the bottom half of the second. And no score in this one. That was one of those line drives that the bat would have gone flying into the crowd at a major league ballpark. Deep into the crowd. Sawed him off at the hands. Foul ball. We got an umpire. Mitch Dolan, the batter. And a strike. Ben Breck, left-hander. I always love when you get guys like Ben. They change how high, how tall they are. I've seen it everything from 6'6" to 6'8". So we'll compromise, call it 6'7". Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Bowman. And strike. That was not. It was only strike 1 on Bowman. And strike 3 on Bowman. So 2 out. Third strikeout for Breck. And here's Nick Orlando. And pitch high a ball. Ben's gotten into a groove of almost quick pitching. Gets in that groove and just throws outside the ball. Get back on the mound, gets the side, and goes with it. Low and outside a ball. Everyone knows it's windy. And strike 3. So again, the Pirates go quietly at the end of 2. No score. We'll be back. The Metro Chicago Sports Network on cable and the internet. If you can't see the other car without their headlights on, they can't see you if you don't have your headlights on. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the third inning. No score in this one. Michael Mogentail letting it off. Yes, brought up from the sophomore team. High and tight a ball. This field has a little bit of New Trier history. The very first hit at the varsity level for Charlie Tilson, signed with the St. Louis Cardinals right out of New Trier. His very first hit was in typical Tilson form, a ground ball to first base that he beat out for a single. And a strikeout. Mogentail out. Here's Sean Dwyer. The third of the Dwyer brothers to play for New Trier. And a ground ball knocked down and then thrown away. Score that as a single and an error. And Dwyer aboard at second. On the error, here's Jake Blessy. Throw to third on the attempted steal. It ain't going to work. Got him. I think that was actually a missed sign. Blessy, the batter. So 2 out, nobody on. And a little inside the ball. And strike on the outside corner. We're far enough away from the lake where, although we get that east wind that's keeping things cool, it's not as bad as it would be if we were playing over at Duke Childs Field. Home field foul ball. There you're only maybe a mile as the crow flies. Maybe 2 from Lake Michigan. Here you're about 15. Ball 4. And Blessy board via the walk back to the top of the batting order. Mike Gallo, the batter. And we got a pinch runner over there, Will Jamison. Going outside a ball. Not a pinch runner, courtesy runner. Blessy's the catcher. Upstairs a ball. And a fly ball, shallow. The right fielder hits for the out. And we're done with the top of the third in a snappy ball game here. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 1 left. Go to the bottom half of the inning. And a strike to Mike Stacy. Swung right through that one. Bottom third of the batting order. Wilmette batting 10. And Palatine 9. Strike 3. Stacy out. Here's Charlie Van Dyke. This is second or third year Charlie Van Dyke's played for Palatine. I know that because there used to be a rock and roll DJ out in Los Angeles many years ago named Charlie Van Dyke. And every time I see his name, I always think of that guy. Strike 3. And 2 strikeouts here in the inning. And Matt Lamb, the batter. And a ball 1. And a strike. And high and outside a ball. And that one's low. Ball. Low and maybe a little bit outside. And strike. And fouled back. And strike 3. Struck out the side. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, so there's nobody left. We've gone through 3. And no score on this one. We'll be back with more. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Playing sports is hard work and having fun and learning life lessons. It's not about scholarships or getting noticed and all this performance-based winning games and things like that that become so prevalent in youth sports. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning. Clay Sosinski leading it off. And first pitch hitting right back up the middle of the base hit single. And Ryan Ackrey, the batter. I've often said it's not where you play, it's how you play. And I'm finding more and more that that parents are so focused on their own individual player and quote-unquote getting him noticed. This year was really, all the sports, really bad. Ground ball right to the first baseman, steps on the bag for the out, but it's like a swing and bunt. Moves Sosinski along to second. Here's Jake Reynolds. He takes a strike out of the outside corner. And a strike. And strike three. And that's two away. Here's Will McNulty. And a pitch low ball. So McNulty bats here. Connie Mack baseball. First game of the season. There's a strike. A lock and low, swing and a miss. Bottom dropped out on that one. And strike three. So no runs, a hit, and a man left. We're halfway home with the ball game. No score on this one. And back to the top of the batting order. Chris McCann. McCann takes one outside the ball. Chris McCann, Andrew Brittenbeck, and Trace Holloway due up. Ben Brecht on the mound. Ben hasn't allowed a base runner. Foul tip, held on, strike three. And one away. Here's Andrew Brettenbach. Takes pitch low ball. Let's see, it's been 4 2/3 innings now. Since Brecht has allowed a base runner. Or shall we say the Trevians allowed a base runner with Brecht pitching. Fly to right, take it for the out. 2 down. And Trace Holloway the batter. And first pitch inning, fly ball to left field. And again, retired in order for the 4th time this game. We at the end of 4, it's no score between Wilmette and Palatine. We'll be back. Selected games are available on YouTube on demand from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Fans in the stands don't have a better view than the official. Sport a winning attitude. Do the right thing. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning. No score in this one. Mike Hurley leading it off. Yeah, low and away a ball. Well, the Waves have had their opportunity. The difficulty is, first of all, this is a fairly young team, Wilmette-wise. And with that, it's an adjustment with a wooden bat from those the metal bats. Oh, wind picks up a little bit. Ground ball. Third baseman has it. Over to first. In time for the out. One up, one down. There's Brent Segvich. He had a bat sawed off in his hands. And a soft liner back to the pitcher his last time up. Outside of ball. Yeah, foul ball. Yeah, low and inside the ball. And a ground ball again to the third baseman. Second time in a row. Here in the top of the fifth. Third to first for the out. Here's Michael Morgenthau. And falls one off. And strike. And strike three. And we go to the bottom half of the fifth. No score on this one. And Mitch Dolan letting it off. And takes a ball. Swing and a miss, strike. You got a little piece of it, I guess. Swing and a miss, strike. 1-2. On Dolan. And right by him. Strike three. One away. Here's Andrew Bowman. The going to be senior left-hander cruising along here in the bottom of the fifth. Ball back. And swinging a bit straight. Strike three. So 2 strikeouts in the inning. And Nick Orlando Ben's trying to strike out the side for the second time in the ball game here. There's a strike on the outside corner to Orlando. And high and outside the ball. And that's low ball. And strike three. Struck out the side. Second time in the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 5. No score in this one. Current games list and great games of the past. List is available on the Metro Chicago Sports Network.com homepage website from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Parents and fans don't play the games. The players do. Sport a winning attitude. Be a positive role model. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 6th inning. A 3-hitter versus a no-hitter going on. Sean Dwyer leading it off. And first pitch hitting, he has a single to right center. And aboard at first base. Here's Jake Blessey. Goes to bunt. Throw to first, and Dwyer caught in that a little bit. And caught in the rundown. He's out of the baseline. And there's one away. And a strike at the letters. And low and outside the ball. And a little high and tight. Ball. And after the strikeout to Blessey, a pop-out by Gallo. And we're done with the top of the 6th inning. So we go to the bottom half of the 6th. And no score. There's a strike one. This is Mike Stacy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ben Brecht has been perfect through 5. And not only that, they've only had 4 times they've gotten the bat on the ball. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts for Ben Brecht. Kind of similar to the Niles West game. Ground ball. Shortstop to first. 1 out. Charlie Van Dyke, the batter. And a strike at the outside corner. That Niles West game ended up a 5-inning affair. And Brecht struck out 13 of the 15 he faced. Well, this is a very similar type performance. Strike 3 on Van Dyke. 2-away, nobody got. And Matt Lamb, the batter. In there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And low and outside the ball. And strike 3. We got a perfect game no-no going to the 7th. At the end of 7, no score between Wilmette and Palatine. We'll be back with more here on the network. Selected games are available. Try that again. Selected games are available at YouTube on demand by the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Parents, teenage alcoholism is on the rise. particularly binge drinking. What are you doing to prevent its spread? Be aware of the risks. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning, and a perfect game no-no going for Ben Breck. Here's Clay Szynski to lead it off. 2, 3, and 4. 2 up for the Waves. Pitch outside and high, a ball. And strike. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had a full game that is a 7-inning no-no. I want to say about 2002 or somewhere in there. And strike 3. 1 away. Here's Ryan Ackley. And a ground ball to the first baseman. Over to the pitcher covering. 2 up, 2 down. And Jake Reynolds, the batter. And strike 1. Yeah, strike. And a ball a little inside to Jake Reynolds. They lock in low. Little pop-up, fall, and out of play. And outside the ball. 2 out, nobody got. Wilmette, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. Palatine, no runs, no hits. Haven't had a base runner. Low and inside the ball. And 1 error. They lock and load. Foul ball. And strike 3 at the knees. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. And we still don't have any score in this one. But the big news is a pitching performance by Ben Breck. And strike 1. Chris McCahan leading it off. And swinging a miss strike. And strike 3. 1 away. Here's Andrew Breitenbach. Ball 2. Through 6 of the 3rd innings. Perfect game. Pitch is high, a ball. And ball 4. First base runner. So 6 in a 3rd inning. We won't have a perfect game. Still working on the no-hitter, though. Here's Trace Holloway. And a pitch on the outside corner, strike. And fouled off. Down to first, runner back. Yeah, good location, but not quite. Blowing inside the ball. Ben obviously getting some notices around a little bit. Going to be a senior. He's already an early commit out in California. But even the professional team's starting to take a little notice on Ben. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. Holloway stays alive. You know, when you get in that type of situation where you know that the people are watching, you just got to stay in your groove and not even be concerned, because you never know what it is that they're looking at with you, how you fit in their program, and all kinds of things like that. Now the pitch and a ground ball. Shortstop. Over to first in time. They're going to send the runner to the third. Here's the throw over there, and he's dead to rights. Now, it's not a double play per se, but sort of a non-traditional double play to end the inning and keep the no-hitter going. So we go to the eighth. No score. Great Games of the Past list is available at the MetroChicagoSportsCenter.com homepage website from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Enjoy life, sober and safe. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. We go to the eighth inning. A no-hitter in tech for the Wilmette Waves. Will McNulty letting it off. And takes the pitch low and outside the ball. Hell, this one, even though it's gone pretty fast. There isn't a lot of hitting. Grand total of 4 hits in the whole ball game. Van Breck faced one more than the minimum. Technically, he faced the minimum, because although the runner got on base via the walk, he got thrown out at third, trying to advance on a ground ball to short. So he's faced the minimum of 21. Here's a strike. But in the record books, it's one more than the minimum. Back on the foul ball. And a high bounder. Third baseman has it. Long throw in time. One up, one down. Here's Mike Hurley, top of the eighth inning. We still got another game to play here. First game of the doubleheader. Pitch high and outside the ball. And that's low ball. Swing and a miss. Strike. You see, as you say it in the rule book, even though he's Ben Breck's only faced outside ball 21, they did get a base runner. So it counts as one more than the minimum, even though that runner was thrown out. And there was only 21 batters. 21 up, 21 down in a sense. In the classic sense, in the scoring sense, it is not counted that way. Ball 4, and Hurley aboard via the walk. And the reason I'm making that comment is because Ben Breck is done for the day. And Andrew Ervolino's been warming up. High pop-up, taken by the pitcher. And one away. Here's Will Jamieson. He's batting for Morgantown. The pitch, that's low ball. Throw to first. And Hurley back. There goes the runner, stolen base for Hurley. And drops in and a little inside a ball to Will Jamieson. And a ball. Throw out to second. Nearly got away. And ball 4. So 2 on, but 2 out. And Sean Dwyer, the batter. And Sean is perfect on the day so far, 2 singles. Had a little trouble with the base running, but 2 singles. Low and inside the ball. Of course, this is his first varsity level game. Swing it a bit, straight. And the pitch on the way, low ball. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 8th inning. In a scoreless duel. Bunch of goose eggs up on that board. And a ball. There goes the runner. And knocked down by the second baseman. Throws not in time. A single and a home to score is Hurley. And over to third goes Jamieson on the hit and run. And that works. Just barely. The bang-bang play at first. To where it's safe. Back to the top of the batting order. Mike Gallo, the batter. And a ground ball. Shortstop bobbled it. Second baseman picked it up. Gave it back to the shortstop for the out. So we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the Wilmette Waves have taken a 1-0 lead now. It's just, let's hold this no-hitter going. And Andrew Ervelino on. Looking for the save. It would be Breck's no-hitter. Or a win at the very least. There's a strike. Mitch Dolan, the batter. And the Submariner delivers a strike. Ervelino. Outside a ball. That's the first time I can think of that Wilmette, New Trier, our schedule anyway, would have a 8-inning no-hitter, ground ball, picked up by Ervelino over the first in time. Here's Andrew Bowman. I've seen 7 innings. The first time I've seen an extra inning one. And a strike. Andrew Bowman. That is if we hold it. 1 out. And a little outside the ball. And low and away a ball. And foul ball back to the net. Back by us. Low and outside the ball. Got a wake-up call to us. Andrew Bowman, the batter. And a pop-up giving chase. And Jameson can't get there. And a fly ball. Left fielder over and has it for the out. 2-way. And Nick Orlando, the batter. Yeah, so a little ground ball. Third to first and the no-no for the Wilmette Waves, and one more than the minimum. So congratulations to Ben Breck. He pitched 6 1/3 innings of perfect ball. Actually faced the minimum of 21, struck out 14. We'll get to the full numbers here coming up. And the Wilmette Waves have themselves a no-no here. 8-inning no-no, winning it 1-0. The final word on this ball game for the Wilmette Waves. 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. They were struck out 5 times, walked 3, 5 left on base, and 1 stolen base. For the Palatine Pirates, the official word, no runs on no hits, 1 error. They were struck out 14 times, walked 1, and did not leave anybody on base because they didn't really have anybody on base on the no-hitter. For Ben Breck, he struck out 14 in this ball game. That's 6 1/3 innings of perfect ball on the official records. He did face just the minimum of 21 batters. And he's allowed no hits in the last 8 1/3 inning. In addition to that, in his last 30 innings, he's had 2 no-hitters thrown in there. and has struck out 57 in the last 30 innings. So that'll do it for us for this ball game. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. It was a thriller from the pitching standpoint. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, take that back before we go here. Wilmette, that's a no-hitter. One more than the minimum. Ben Breck the win. Andrew Ervelino the save for this one. So now we'll say, for all of us here at the network, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. A real thriller. And for all of us, we say as always, so long, everybody.